Now, let me ask you something. Would you call a father flying halfway across the world for his child's cancer treatment a tourist? Or a woman crossing borders to receive a life-saving treatment, transplant, would you call her a traveler or a vacation? Of course not. Yet, in global healthcare, we have been calling it exactly that, medical tourism. And today, I want to tell you why that's the wrong word. Why the future is not medical tourism, but something much bigger, much more accurate, cross-border care. My name is Dr. Priyanka Mathur, and I'm a physician with an international healthcare experience, having practiced and trained across India, Russia, and the United States. In my journey, I've seen how geography can literally decide whether a patient gets the right care or whether they don't. I have met patients in one country waiting months, sometimes years, for a treatment that is already available abroad. I have seen families travel thousands of miles but feel completely lost in a foreign healthcare system. That's why I founded MediPocket Cross-Border Care. We are a global concierge healthcare platform connecting patients from over 50 countries with world-class US hospitals, clinical trials, and specialty care. We make medical journeys seamless, personalized, and coordinated because no patient should be limited by where they live. And in this episode, I want to take you through the history of medical travel, the numbers behind the industry, and why changing just one word from tourism to cross-border care can reshape the way we think about global healthcare. Now, the history of medical tourism, like traveling for healthcare, is not new, as old as civilization itself. In ancient Greece, people journeyed to the temples of Asclepius, the god of healing. Now, in Rome, citizens visited hot springs and baths for restorative therapies. Now, during the Renaissance and Victorian era, Europe's elite sought cures in spa towns across Switzerland, Germany, Hungary, and England. Fast forward to the 1980s and 1990s when patients from the US and Europe began flying to Thailand, India, and Singapore for affordable procedures and shorter wait times. That's when the phrase medical tourism was coined. Now, catchy? Yes. Accurate? Not at all. Because this isn't about leisure. This isn't sightseeing. This is survival. Today's medical travel is one of the fastest growing segments in healthcare. In 2023, more than 21 people traveled across borders for care. On average, they spend about $3,500 per trip. The industry is valued between 63 and 88 billion and is expected to triple by 2030. About 1.8 million Americans leave the US each year for healthcare, often for dental, cosmetic, or fertility treatments. At the same time, 100,000 to 200,000 patients travel into the United States each year, especially for advanced care. So this isn't about vacations, it's about access. Access to specialized care, advanced technology, and life-saving treatments. Let's talk about why the United States continues to be the epicenter of specialty medicine. Now, in 1954, surgeons in Boston performed the first successful kidney transplant, making the beginning of modern organ transplantation. In 2017, the FDA approved the first CAR-T therapy for blood cancers, opening the doors for cell and gene therapies. And today, companies like Merck and Moderna are running global trials for personalized cancer vaccines, where each treatment is designed specifically for an individual patient's tumor. Institutions like Mayo Clinic, Cleveland Clinic, and Memorial Sloan Kettering attract patients from over 70 countries every year, not because they are cheaper, but because they offer higher probability of survival, cutting-edge innovation, and treatments years before they are available anywhere else. So why am I focusing on a word? Because words shape perception, and perception shapes behavior. When we call it tourism, we trivialize it. We reduce a life-saving journey to the same category as vacation. Patients are not packing their bags to sightsee. They are crossing borders for hope, for survival, for a chance at life. That's why I believe the right term is cross-border care. It captures the intent, the systems, and the dignity of what these journeys truly represent. At MediPocket, we are not just talking about this shift. We are building it through MediPocket Cross-Border Care. We are revolutionizing what once called medical tourism into what it really is: personalized access to specialty care abroad. We combined medical research, trusted partnerships with world-class hospitals, and concierge-level navigation to make sure every patient's journey is guided, coordinated, and supported from start to finish. Because healthcare should never be defined by borders. Thank you for joining me today, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think it's time to retire medical tourism once and for all and embrace cross-border care as the future of healthcare? I'm Dr. Priyanka Mathur, founder and CEO of MediPocket Cross-Border Care. And until next time, remember, your health deserves more than geography.